Hello everyone. Welcome to the Time Warp Show. Yeah, get back in your seat now. God, someone's help!
What's up, Oval Effect members? Tom over here. Evie took my seat, so I had to get her out. So, anyways, welcome to the top 51 video games of all time for the Tom Wolf list. It's gonna be fun. I don't really have any rules for this list. I'm literally just gonna pick my top 51 games of all time, and you ask yourself, why 51? I don't know, it's different. And I do have a lot of S rank games for sure. So I would say, yeah, I have 51 S rank games. When I mean an S rank game, I basically think it's like a 10 out of 10, like basically perfect. And I'm gonna go through each game and explain why I think it's so perfect. I'll still point out some like little like nitpicks here and there, like why I don't like it necessarily, but overall it's almost near perfect to me. And yeah, that's what I think of all 51 of these games. So without further ado, let's start this list. Boom! Ha! Coming in style is my number 51 pick, and the game I picked is gonna be Little Big Planet 3. Little Big Planet 3 is not by far a perfect game at all. It's honestly kind of like an average game to most folks, but the memories and nostalgia I have for this game, and I had good memories with a certain someone in this game, and it was just always like a fun time playing through this game and seeing different people's levels, and Evie's cute. And this is like before I met Evie, everything was so cute and awesome, and I don't know, there's like such like a nice charm to this game. And it's also like, I also played these like creepypasta Mickey levels back in the day, and it's like my most viewed like videos on YouTube for whatever reason. And I don't understand honestly, because I was just playing it for fun, and somehow I got like 2,000-3,000, and that's like nothing to other people. I'm just surprised because I never like spam my videos or any. But anyways, back to the topic of why I picked Little Big Planet 3 as like a top tier game for me, and it's like 51, but it still means so much to me. Is just the way it presents itself. It's awesome. I think it kills Dreams. Dreams tries to outdo Little Big Planet, and I think Little Big Planet just personally did it better personally, because Dreams tried to be like too ambitious and stuff, and it just feels weird overall, like every game I played off of it. But Little Big Planet, it does feel like a pretty solid 2.5 like platformer, and I kind of encourage people still to play it to this day. It's still like a very fun game, and back in the day I used to do like a lot of drawings and stuff, and sorry if I don't draw as much, but here's like a Little Big Planet 3 picture I drew on like one of my list videos, and there you go. Man, that was pretty blurry, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, let's get to my top 50 now. So I think there's gonna be like 10 picks per video, and then my last video I'm just gonna do 11, because obviously 51's an odd number. So let's get to number 50. Number 50 on my list is going to be one of these games. It's a Mario and a piece of paper. And if you put those two together, you get Paper Mario for the N64. I think Paper Mario for the N64 is just like an incredible game, honestly. It's one of the best RPGs I ever played in my life. And I really think everyone should try to play it once. It's a very unique RPG that's never really been done before overall. And it's just like, the characters are memorable, the music's great, the gameplay's fun. It's not too long of a game, like 10 to 12 hours probably. It's just done so well, like right, and I think people should definitely check this one out. One of like a minor nitpicks I have with the game is, it's just me personally, it's just a lot of RPGs just aren't replayable to me. That's why it's kind of high on my list, but I do love this game. Fox McCloud, this is easily his like top 5 games of all time, if not top 3. I think it is, but Paper Mario, great game. Easily check it out. One of Nintendo's best creations of all time. It's just the replayability is just so low for me for every RPG, sadly. It's just the way it is. Oh no! I know. Paper Mario. Anyways, let's get to number 49. Number 49 on my list is a game that no one really gives enough credit to personally, and that game is Resident Evil 3, the remake. Resident Evil 3, the remake is a very good reimagining of this PS1 classic. And I played all 3 of the classics, mostly 2 and 3 and a little bit of 1. And only 2 really holds up in my opinion. 3 I got really bored of, honestly, for the PS1. I just couldn't even finish it. Like, I only like 2 basically is what I'm saying, but 1 and 3 aren't bad, they just lose my interest. But this reimagining of 3 is pretty damn good. It's not better than another one. That's a little spoiler, by the way. But, it's a really good game. Like, a good setting, awesome monsters, and like, it's like action-packed and scary at the same time, and I'm a sucker for those types of games. And if you like action and survival horror, third-person shooters, and you're looking for a quick play, this is like a good 7-hour game, 6-hour game. And I like my games more linear and short, personally, for the most part. I would highly recommend this game. Resident Evil 3, the remake, Jill Valentine, what a badass, and that's all I can really say. And a nitpick I would get from this game is, it's just not as good as another one, basically, but it's still very good. That's only my complaint. Everything else is great about this game. It's in my top 51 games of all time. It's gotta be saying something. Nemesis. That's chilly. Anyways, on the 48. Number 48 on my list is going to be one of my favorite game series of all time, and that is the Kingdom Hearts series. And in this case, it comes all in like one case, like all the games in like one basically. It's called The Story So Far. It's very awesome. So I got 9 Kingdom Hearts games in here. So basically, I got every Kingdom Hearts game in here besides Kingdom Hearts 3. That's it. So it's pretty crazy. I would highly pick this one up if you have a PS4. But anyways, the game I picked from this collection is Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep is a very dark Kingdom Hearts game. It's darker than the first 2. The story's pretty crazy. The characters are very menacing and cool, and I highly urge this one if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan like myself. It's one of my favorite video game series of all time. So, Birth by Sleep, of course I want to replay it. Of course I'm going to put it in my lists. And I think people should definitely get on that shit. Some good stuff. You get to play as 3 separate characters in this story, and they all like meet up later on, and I won't spoil anymore, but let me tell you, this game is very dark for a Disney game. I'm not gonna lie. For a Disney / Final Fantasy game, I'm just very shocked the way it all like comes together, plays out, all that stuff. Very memorable game. Highly recommend it. Anyways, let's get to 47.
What is up, fellow YouTubers? Tom Wolf here, and welcome to me and Chili's finale playthrough of Crash Bandicoot 3. War! War!
Number 47 on Tom Wolf's list is going to be none other than Crash Bandicoot 3. What? That's her girl. Oh, you're so cute. She's a good little chicken nugget. Anyways, Tom picks this for his list because it's a pretty awesome action platformer game that everyone should check out if you ever played any of the Crash Bandicoot games. 3 is by far one of the most top-notch, influential, stunning, beautiful, outrageously crazy game you'll ever play in your life. Tom looked at a little tornado spin, and it was fan-freaking-tastic. This is D-Wolf's favorite game of all time because it's better than 2, and it also has one of the best villains of all time, Dingle Dive. So freaking phenomenal. Anyways, check out this game. I'm Australian D-Wolf. Let's get to fucking 46. Woohoo! Let's get to meet Chuck.
Number 46 on my list is gonna be an awesome game for the Wii. Very overlooked, I would say. It's a very fun rhythm game, and it's called Rhythm Heaven Fever. Rhythm Heaven Fever is just like a bunch of mini games, and it's just like pattern based and time based, and you just gotta go with the flow of the music depending on which stage, and it's really fun and it's very catchy. I even have some tracks on my iPod. There's like a Kung Fu Master with like it's just like a very fun, memorable game, and I love it. It's definitely an S rank for me. I can't really complain about it too much. The only thing I could complain about is nothing really. It just does what it does. I personally wish there was like a little more stages, I guess, but that's really it. It's a very fun game. Highly recommend it if you like music, pattern, rhythm-based games, and there you go. Very fun game. Highly recommend it. Anyways, let's get 45. That's my jam, Evie. What's up, fellow Wolfpack members? Tom Wolf here. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is a chicken nugget. And today I'm gonna be playing Dr. Mario, and here's his little lunchbox for work. Yeah, Mario has a lot of occupations. He's like, he plays every sport game. He's a freaking doctor, and like, you know, like he rides karts. Like, he does a lot, Mario. He throws parties. So like, Mario's all over the place. I really like his Dr. Mario game. It's called Dr. Mario and Tetris, or Tetris and Dr. Mario for the SNES. I like that version the best because I love the music in it. I never played the N64 version, and my opinion might change on it over time because that's Fox McCloud's favorite Dr. Mario, but mine's personally for the SNES. And I'm just not a big Tetris player. I'm just not. I just prefer Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario is where it's at. And I think people should try that puzzle game out at least once. It's a very memorable one for sure. And that's all I gotta say. Very fun, addicting puzzle game. Not really much to complain about. Just your basic puzzle game. Puzzle games kind of bore me over time. That's why it's so like low on this list. But I really love playing it once in a while. That's for sure. Anyways, let's get to number 44.
Hey! Are you gonna stand there all day? You're gonna play ball.
I love NFL Street 1, by the way. Like, I love it in every way, but 2 just made it so much more interesting to play. So in 2, so basically, let me explain 1. 1, there are really no rules. You just tackle them, and you just go crazy at it. You can do special moves, special taunts, special spins, all that stuff. It's fun shit. You get something called a game breaker, and your character just goes absolutely berserk and, like, destroys everyone. But in 2, add all those fun factors and include wall jumps, wall runs, like the Matrix shit. You could do freaking backflips off wall. Like, you could do like a lot of cool wall specials in that game. And they have like more cool characters in that game and all that cool stuff. And I really highly urge everyone to play this game at least once for a sports game, because sports games, I mean, they get boring for me over time, but this is really fun just to play like with some friends once in a while, if I have any to play with right now, but I don't. But I swear, this game is awesome. I still play the computer once in a while. It's just a fun game, fun stuff, fun stylish football arcade-like game. And another game that's very similar to this is Madden Blitz 2000 for the N64. But I just prefer NFL Street 2 personally. But Madden Blitz 2000 is awesome too. I would highly recommend both those 2 football games. Awesome, top-notch shit. Anyways, on to 43. Okay, my 43 spot on this list is going to be, I'm going to give you a hint before I'm going to tell you what it is. So let's see if you guys get the reference. Alright, this is your hint. Okay. A character does end the game, and if you guess what that series is, congratulations. It's Metal Gear, and the Metal Gear game I pick is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is one of like the most compelling stories I've ever played in like a game, especially for PS2. This game's for PS2, by the way. This game is like I never got bored of it. And I could always go back to it if I want. Like, I'm not gonna replay it like crazy. That's like one of the worst things about it. Metal Gear games are just not replayable to me. But this game left like such an impact on me. And I just remember all these like cool characters in the game. Like from a Metal Gear game, usually they bore the crap out of me, these games. I just like the character Snake a lot. But most Metal Gear games I kind of play a little bit and I get a little bored of it. But 3? I could play the whole way through, no problem. This game's awesome. The characters are really engaging. This game, there's something called like the Fearsome 5 or something. It's like a Teen Titans theme, but it's like an evil version basically. And it's like there's like a guy who's like a tarantula. There's a guy who throws hornets at you. There's a guy that's a ghost. There's a like. It's just like so like weird and cool. I can't even explain it. And for once, the story actually makes sense in this game. So I highly recommend this game to people. It's actually really fun. 3. Metal Gear Solid 3. Check that one out if you could, or look up some gameplay or cutscenes or whatever. It's actually a very good, well-written, played game. It's actually very fun. But it's just pretty low on the list just because of its replayability for the most part. Anyways, let's get to 42. Number 42 on my list is going to be Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 is an awesome hack and slash action adventure game. Highly recommend this one. It's just a very fun, like, kill everything game. It's like basically God of War, but like a million times better than me. It's just more fun, engaging. The only thing that's really bad about this game to me is the music. The music's it's just not good overall. This is like one of the few games where like the gameplay and the story and the character is awesome, but I just hate the music. And that's very rare for me to say, but this game does that for me, sadly. But man, I'm telling you, this game is very replayable and crazy, and you can do all these cool combos, and just, it's a pretty crazy game, but it's very fun, very addicting. And you can like upgrade your characters. There's like 4 different fighting styles, maybe even 5. I think there's 4, and it's just fun. I really recommend this game if you like the hack and slash sort of games, but it's not everyone's genre, no way. But I could always revisit this one anytime. And yeah, it's an S rank game, Fox. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Devil May Cry 3. Awesome. Anyways, on the 41, we'll end the video here after 41, and then we'll continue on the next video. And you know what that sound is? That means it's the best song in the game. That's a Fox McCloud reference, and my number 41 pick is going to be Ninja Gaiden 3. Ninja Gaiden 3 is a very fun platformer game, and I think people should definitely check this series out. Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3, awesome series. 3's are really good. I'm just gonna say right now, like, Ninja Gaiden, like, the series 1, 2, and 3, like, the NES versions, I mean, these games are, like, untoppable for me for, like, platformers. They're so fun. They're very, very fun games. And I really wish I could get better at this one. Like, I could maybe even put this game higher in my list if I want, but I just haven't played it enough, but I already know. Just from watching Fox McCloud, one of my best friends of all time, like, he just plays it like a boss, and I want to practice enough so I could get that good like him one day. It's just a very fun action platformer game, and the music's always awesome and all that stuff. Do not play the Super Nintendo version. Like, if you have to, go ahead, but man, I am highly urging people to play the NES version if they could somehow find it. It's just the way better experience overall. And that's all I gotta say for my top 51 to 41 games of all time right now. And then there'll be 4 more parts to this video game list series, and yeah, we'll get to number 40 in my next video. Anyway, stay classy and always eat your pizza. Take care.